they really like hip-hop, they always be here do this stuff, you know.
They know what it is.
Alright, yeah, this is Joe McKinney.
Where you going right now, son?
We're going to the stadium. We have a show today. We're going to perform in front of the president. Arusha!
Greetings. This is Sister Culture from Arusha.
I'ma take you to a place so beautiful. That's it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now this goes out to B-boys and B-girls who living in America but not in the world. I'ma take you to a place so beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, they lied to you. Africa, I said you're beautiful.
My name is Stephen Waters, and I'm a senior with Creighton University, studying abroad in Arusha, Tanzania, with Arcadia University. I came to Arusha for the first time in 2011 to study capacity building and human rights. And during that trip, throughout some of the social and cultural events, I wound up meeting local hip-hop producers and local hip-hop artists. And the rest is history. Hey, yo, Biggie, what up?
Yeah, it's cool. Right now we are taking our stuff to DJ and get you right there for the event of Sura.
So
what's good? The show gonna happen or what?
Yeah, we got hustles. It happens. We're going to complete everything and it has to happen.
These are the logistical challenges that the founders of Sura encountered attempting to get their equipment into the set.
Yes, yo. 1, 2, yes, yes, yo.
I grew up in Staten Island, New York during the Wu-Tang era. At that time, everybody was an MC in Staten Island. You know what I mean? If you could put some words together, then you was rapping, and that's how I grew up. So hip hop is a part of my DNA.
How you gonna go help this Tanzanian hip-hop music in America?
Right. So basically, I'm not really looking to shop the project in America.
Yeah.
You know, although I got friends, I got fans in America, they're gonna want to hear it.
Yeah.
Because last year I did a song with Gentry's last year called Safari, so I took that back. Everybody loved it.
Hey, my name was JCB, but my real name was Jacob Makala. I was born here in Arusha. Arusha is my town, is my everything. Here's like home. And this is our studio is called Watengwa Record. We start this studio 2000. As a JCB, I have 3 albums, Nakala za Makala, Volume 1, Volume 2, and 3. And last year I was best hip hop. My song was the best song of the year. So I have 2 awards. It was the best song of collaboration, the best song of the year.
The feature song on African American is Just Like You. That's a song where me and Jay, we each talking about the similarities between African Americans and Africans in urban communities in particular, as opposed to the differences. Because there's a lot of stereotypes about urban African Americans, and there's a lot of stereotypes about Africa in general. So what the song basically gets at, it gets at how more likely than not, we're similar. Our experiences are similar. Our struggles are similar. The challenges that we have to face on a day-to-day battle are similar. The things that we enjoy are similar. Things like family, work, and these type of things. overall, the substance of the music here in Arusha is extremely conscious-centered.
I'm doing reggae and hip-hop. I'm doing conscious music as I want people to know them right, and that's it.
The artists here, they like to talk about real issues. They like to talk about, they're not into the glorification of drugs and fast money and cars and a lot of the things that you hear in American rap. And in all actuality, the artists here are more, they have a greater affinity for old school hip hop in America. They really don't even appreciate the newer stuff like the Lil Wayne and the Drake and the Soulja Boy and all these types of things. They're more into like the Rakim, Eric B, Wu-Tang, older Jay-Z. Tell me your favorite artists, American artists.
Nimesha sweat sote ile kinoma, mtu anazorithi na hema, lakini Mwenyezi Mungu anashusha neema, sibishi machale ninaoyaona na yanaotokea ndo najifunza mapema, imara na simama, si mchezo wa kilele mama.
There's a severe lack of resources for these artists. Most of these artists, they have closet studios, basic equipment. The amazing thing about that is these guys are producing high quality products. Something else is challenging is the networking here. It is a really, it's a dog-eat-dog environment when it comes to producing, recording, and procuring shows. The artists have difficult times with that. Due to the internet and due to illegal downloading and pirating, there is no resources for selling CDs. So an artist here will never sell a CD. The only way that an artist here will actually ever receive money from his gift is through a performance, through an actual performance, through a show at a club, which is a convoluted process. It's not very easy for these guys to get booked and to get shows and these types of things. So those are some of the major challenges. I understand that there was a recent loss in the hip-hop community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. It was my best friend. I can say my cousin, Lexo.
Yeah.
He passed away like 2 weeks ago. He was killed by these robbers. What I can say, it was bad, man, because he was my best friend. I had to do a song for him.
Did a song for him? So what's the name of the song?
R.I.P. Lexa.
R.I.P. Lexa. I do feel like the industry is headed in the right direction. Recently, I worked with a producer by the name of DX, and DX informed me that he has connections not only here in Africa, but in Europe as well. So the industry is beginning to branch out. A lot of Western nations are starting to become familiar with the fact that there is hip-hop in Arusha. So how you see hip-hop in Arusha right now? How you see the game?
Well, hip-hop is doing good, because this is where it is from. Speaking on hip-hop, Tanzania, Arusha is the motherland of hip-hop.
So where you see the game going, though? Is it going in the right direction, or?
Yeah, I could say so. Because with the past, the way generations have been taking hip hop, well, it's still on, So I could say it's growing because we have a lot of studios doing really good music right now. Like that's different from back in the 90s where we had to travel to Dar or Nairobi to record. But right now, we got a lot of audio studios doing great. We got video productions doing great. So the game is growing.
One of the drawbacks to the distribution of the music here is the fact that the music is in Swahili. But good music is good music. So when you're listening to an artist like John McKinney, or JCB, or Fido Vato, or Gentry's, any of these artists, local artists here in Tanzania, you're gonna feel the music. Music is universal. So when you sit down and you put one of these records on, you're gonna you're gonna feel the vibe of the music without a doubt. Now, the industry is moving in the right direction. Just recently, the president came to Arusha to inaugurate the city as an official city. Now Arusha is recognized as a city. And during that celebration, they invited a lot of the local hip-hop artists. And one of the issues with the negotiations between the government and the artists was the fact that the artists previously were not united. But since that show, the artists have got together, they've appointed a leader, they've created a union for the artists, and now they have a voice within the government. And the government has actually allocated close to 4 billion TZ shillings to pay for particular events. And when the events come up, they're going to use local artists right here in Tanzania. So that is one of the greatest steps in progress for these local artists, and it's going to make a huge impact on their earning potential in the next coming years.